Holy shit.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry from Mowers and Blowers. Today, Oklahoma lost to Kansas State, so that's it. They're out. Not gonna win a national championship with one loss, right? So, done. So, I'm feeling a little blue today. What are you gonna do? You can't win them all, right? Anyway, so I got these two cinder blocks from my mom's house. I need them for my plug aerator. And then after I bring this over there, I'm gonna be tearing down my Tecumseh 13 horsepower engine because the connecting rod is too expensive to buy. It's about 55, 60 bucks. I actually have like an 11 horsepower crankshaft from another Tecumseh, right? But I don't think that'll fit. Even if it didn't fit, if I had to buy another crankshaft, it'd probably be about another 50 bucks. So I'm not gonna spend $125 to reassemble a 13.5 horsepower Tecumseh engine. So I'm just gonna disassemble the whole thing, part it out, sell it on eBay. Probably make more money that way anyway, you know? But you don't want this too heavy, you know? So what I'm thinking is, let's just see how the two cinder blocks fit on here. Because this is how I've seen people do it, is that they just put the cinder blocks on here. These cinder blocks are really heavy, man. Should it just like be like that? Like this? Maybe I'll put a Belgian block in the middle. Yeah. What do you think? Is that good? That's probably good. Actually, that's good weight. That might be too much weight, actually, but that's good. So what was stopping me before from disassembling this engine was the fact that the Tecumsehs use a 1-inch nut for the crankshaft. And I have a 15/16, I got 7/8. I even have 1 1/4, but I never had a 1-inch socket. So I finally got a 1-inch socket, and we're going to be able to take that crankshaft off, which allows me to disassemble this engine completely. Well, that was a little short-lived. So I didn't do much. I just took off the throttle plate and the governor shaft and some other stuff that was lingering around the ends. But guess what? So this nut is not a 1-inch nut. And it's not a 1 1/4-inch nut. Actually, it could be a 1 1/4-inch nut, but my 1 1/4-inch socket doesn't fit through this cup here, you know? It just stops right there, so I can't get to it. So I'm gonna have to go and see what kind of size nut that takes to take that off. Otherwise, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get it off, you know? But we got a lot of good parts here. Stuff that I'll be listing on eBay. Pretty much everything is good on here too, you know? Got a good short block. Got a good sump cover. Got a good governor gear oil splasher. Nuts, bolts, crankshaft gear, valve cover, rocker arms, cleatus U dipstick, camshaft with the compression release valve, lever, muffler, double stack pulley, head with springs, rocker arms. You know, I don't know what happened to the, oh, here they are. 2 aluminum push rods, right? Carburetor with the plastic bottom float bowl. Got the synchro balancer. Got the busted piston with rings and the busted connecting rod, but the piston and rings look good, no scoring. Side insulation tins, breather valve, linkages for the throttle. So we got a lot of great parts here, and from the start of November I get like 50 free listings on eBay, which is what I'll be doing. But honestly, I need to figure out what size nut that is for that flywheel, because I mean, I can't get the flywheel off. Flywheel's worth some good bucks, you know, as well as the stator underneath, as long as the stator is in good condition. And that short block, I don't know what I'm going to do with the short block. I mean, it's really too heavy to ship on eBay, you know. So I'll have to find out the nut size, and then this is to be continued when I find the nut size. And after I'm finished with that, my next project is this one. This is a 21 horsepower Intech, single cylinder. I got this from Nick from Medford. So he gave it to me because of what reason? Oh, it smokes a lot. Well, I took it apart and I discovered something. I just don't remember what it was now. But I thought I corrected it. And we put it back together again. You know, it smokes a lot. So everybody that I've spoken to told me that it's probably your piston rings. While I think the piston's good, right? I think maybe the rings were really too easy for me to put in there, because, you know, all I did was take my fingers, right? And I compressed them with my fingers, and I just pushed it in. Like, I can feel these piston rings right here, that they're under so much tension that there's no way I could push them in with, you know, my fingers actually, but they're not as easy to do. So the tension going outwards will probably keep the Earl from coming out, you know, and I think that was the reason. So this has a good piston. This thing is like halfway out. I wonder if it's jammed in there, because if it's jammed in there, I can't use the piston. I might have to email the guy who sent this to me, because that ain't right. I got this O-ring here. I don't know where it's from. But anyway, this my next project will be to take apart the sump, right? Loosen the connecting rod bolts. Take the head off. Take the piston out, or like they say in Canada, out. And then attach the connecting rod back onto this piston with the rings, right? And stuff it in there. I don't have a ring compression tool, so I might have to use my fingers. Or, you know what I could try? There's an, you know, the oil filter removal tool. You can put that around here, right? Put it there, bang it in there. This is no good. Never mind. It moves, you just gotta put some muscle into it. So with the top engine cover, air filter base, air filter on the starter. That starter is in good shape. That's a good starter. That'll fetch me $30, $40 maybe, you know. So can you believe it? I've been I've been researching up and down the internet, and I simply just can't find out any information about what the size of this nut is. It's incredible. I mean, I got the parts diagram and everything for this model engine, even the OHV16, the 175, the 150, the 130. I'm looking through all those parts diagrams to find out exactly what size this nut is to get it off, so I can go buy a socket and take this damn thing off, I had another one. I don't know how I got it off. Anyway, so from what I have seen, I even posted on my Instagram with a picture of this going, hey, anybody know what the size socket is to take this nut off, And there was this one guy who said, I did it once before. I think it's a 30 millimeter or a 32 millimeter. I'm like, well, I mean, if you say 30 fits, then why would you put 32 on there? 32 will be too loose and it'll strip it. He's like, well, I don't remember if it was 32 or 30, It's one of those. So I guess I gotta go buy two sockets that are 30 or 32. I also looked in a bunch of forums, and I think most people mention 32 millimeter. So, I'll just get a 32 millimeter socket someday and take it off, take the flywheel off and the stator, and sell all these damn parts on eBay, That's what I'll do. I've been looking for my my grass flip-flops all year long. My wife hid them in the closet. Well, actually, she threw them away, right? And then I picked them out of the garbage. I said, hey, you can't throw away my grass flip-flops, She goes, it's junk. Throw it away. It stinks. Anyway, so I took it and I hid it somewhere, and I didn't remember where I hid it. So it was only now until I found them. I don't know. I still like them. So anyway, I guess that's my teardown video. Taking apart a 15 horsepower Tecumseh overhead valve engine. They're all good parts. Every part is good except for the connecting rod and the journal on the crankshaft. Those two things I won't sell. But every other piece I can sell for good money. Better money than if it was together. Better money than if I went out and bought a new crankshaft and a new connecting rod and put it back together. I would have had to spend $110, or something like that. But instead, yeah, I mean, I'd like to do it, right? But if it wasn't $100-something to get the parts, I would do it. But that's just a little bit too much money that I'm willing to spend for a Tecumseh engine. I hate these engines. But I think these will sell for pretty good money, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go out today because it's Sunday, football day. And you know what? It's actually my birthday, too. So in honor of my birthday, I'm going to show everybody some of the great support that I've had over the past year on them making outros for me, and new characters on my show, like Larry and Bob and Nick from Medford and 5-Speed Ash and, a bunch of other guys. And, well, Frank the UPS guy's always been around. But here's just a bunch of outtakes that we've had over the past year. And I'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, support my channel, buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on my next project. Have a great day. It's Frank! It's Frank, the guy that helped me out with that,
Get your daily delivery.
Yeah, thanks buddy.
We may have another tip for you.
Oh, really? Hold on.
That's why you make friends with the UPS guy.
Hey guys, Boba and I want to thank you for all the support of Mowers and Blowers. If you'd like, make a short video clip like these, and I'll put it as an outro in my future videos.
Henry, next time on Blowers and...
See? You just screwed that all up. All right, take two.
Henry, see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Yeah!
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey guys, it's JNR's Blower Repair and Lawn Care here, and as always, thank you for watching. Mowers and blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, Kyle from Woodside Lawn and Garden. Next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Henry, I gotta go. I'll see you next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time, Mowers and Blowers!
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Yeah.
See you next time on Mowers and Blowers.
I'm Nate from Nate's Low Cost Yard Maintenance, and you're watching Mowers and Blowers, the best damn small engines channel on YouTube.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
3, 2,